2 people were shot and they suffered non-life-threatening injuries. Police were called to the scene, but the victims actually weren't there. They'd already gone to a local hospital. No arrests have been made and no suspects have been identified.
California has approved a rule to end the sale of diesel trucks in the state by 2036. More from Brian Shook.
The rule would also require fleet owners have their trucks be electric or zero emissions by 2042. California Governor Gavin Newsom praised the approval, saying the state is showing the world what real climate action looks like. It must now rely on federal approval for enforcement. I'm Brian Shook.
California is not the best state for working mothers. Wallet Hub ranked all of the states and the District of Columbia for best states for working moms, and California ranked 35th. Well, the Golden State ranked well in work-life balance, coming in at 6th. It actually ranked 49th for childcare and 26th for professional opportunities. Massachusetts took the top spot, while Louisiana came in last.
Starting today, CAL FIRE will require new burn permits for people living in 6 Northern California counties, including Sonoma, Lake, and Napa. Burn permits are available for free online, but property owners must submit an application and watch a short educational video first. Permits will be valid for 1 year through April 30th of next year. Permits are required for people burning materials in state responsibility areas. Those are jurisdictions where CAL FIRE is responsible for fire prevention and suppression.
A 42-year-old man was arrested after evading police in a stolen vehicle in Santa Rosa on Saturday evening in the area of Cleveland Avenue and Bicentennial Way. Patrolling officers found someone driving a stolen SUV. After waiting for additional units to respond, police tried to pull the SUV over, but it sped off, heading up Fountain Grove Parkway. The vehicle slowed down at a corner and a woman jumped out. She told police that the driver refused to let her go. The SUV ended up in an embankment on Parker Hill Road. The driver, Javier Contreras, ran away on foot, but he was tackled as he tried to jump a fence.
Mental health crisis has taken a heavy toll on kids. Statistics show it's the main reason they're ending up in hospitals across California. That's why Governor Newsom is declaring this Children's Mental Health Awareness Week. He says the state is creating a comprehensive and coordinated support that ensures there is no wrong door for help. That includes partnering with schools, doctors, social service agencies, parks, and many others to listen and offer children the resources they need.
A driver is recovering from major injuries after going over a cliff in Marin County, but the crash actually could have been worse. His car fell 530 feet Friday night and landed on a tree that actually kept it falling even further. 3 U.S. Air Force airmen saw it happen, and they made their way down a ravine on Mount Tamalpais to help out. Crews then arrived and rappelled down as well. The Sonoma County Sheriff's Office released video of the rescue.
2 people have been arrested after a shooting at a mobile home park in Rohnert Park. The shooting happened late Thursday night at the Rancho Feliz mobile home park on Madrigal Street. 50-year-old victim was shot once and has serious but non-life-threatening injuries. Suspects were not there when officers arrived. Detectives were able to find surveillance video and identified the suspects as 29-year-old Jeffrey Arriaga of Sebastopol and 24-year-old Edgar Garcia of Rohnert Park. They were arrested and evidence related to the crime was located in a vehicle Arriaga was driving.
A Sonoma woman was found with burglary tools, stolen items, and a credit card skimmer. In the early morning hours of April 13th, the sheriff's deputy saw a car with illegally tinted windows parked directly in front of the driveway of a closed business in the 18,000 block of Highway 12. He contacted the driver, Nancy Tercios, and found out that she was on felony pretrial release for burglary. The deputy was able to search the car under the pretrial release and found a credit card skimmer, Apple products, a jackhammer, a 2-sided shaved key, drug paraphernalia, and 8 blank cards with only a magnetic strip on one side. Tercios was arrested for possessing burglary tools, a scanning device, stolen property, drug paraphernalia, and violating probation.
California's Yosemite National Park has reopened after flood concerns. Park officials say Yosemite Valley closure was supposed to last until Wednesday. Warm weather was expected to cause record snowpack to melt, flood the area. It's no longer the case since officials say the forecast of river levels went down significantly.
A ban on evictions is over in Alameda County. The policy began because of the COVID outbreak and ended Saturday, 2 months after the health emergency expired. The goal was to protect renters struggling due to the pandemic, but some landlords say that it ended up being an excuse not to pay. They're asking the county to reimburse them for the loss of income. Some cities like Oakland and Berkeley have their own moratorium. It is 7:40 at KSRO. Financial news coming up next.
Did you know that mosquitoes can still thrive in a drought? Mosquitoes need very little water to complete their life cycle.
Help fight the bite by dumping out plant saucers. Tightly cover or screen water storage containers. Stock mosquito fish in ponds and refresh water in bird baths and pet dishes once a week.
To report mosquito problems, contact the Marin-Sonoma Mosquito and Vector Control District at 707-285-2200.
Or visit msmosquito.org for more information.
Improperly maintained or neglected pools and spas can produce hundreds of thousands of mosquitoes, resulting in neighborhood-wide mosquito problems that can increase the risk of mosquito-borne diseases like West Nile virus. If you have an unmaintained pool or spa, or know of one in your community, contact the Marin-Sonoma Mosquito and Vector Control District at 707-285-2200 or online at msmosquito.org for help. That's 707-285-2200 or msmosquito.org.
What would it take for a plumbing company to earn your trust? Austin here from More Home Services. And let's face it, plumbing and service companies don't always have the best reputation. So to earn your trust, the first thing they need to do is actually answer the phone when you call with a real life person. Then they'd have to send a plumber when you need them, day or night, without charging extra for emergency services. A trustworthy plumber would show up on time, wearing a clean uniform and a name badge, and be able to show you that they'd passed a background check and drug test. A plumber you could trust would give you a firm quote on the job before starting, and clean up after they finish the job. That's exactly the plumber you'll get when you call More Home Services. A plumber you can trust. Call More Home Services right now for all your plumbing needs. Our number is 707-505-8000. Or find us online at morehomeservices.com. That's 707-505-8000 or online at morehomeservices.com.
It is 7:42 at KSRO. Time for a look at financial news with Steve Reuter at Merrill Lynch. And Steve, San Francisco-based First Republic Bank's definitely in the headlines.
Yeah, definitely, and obviously being based in San Francisco, a lot of local ownership, I'm sure. The bank was not seized, but taken over by JP Morgan over the weekend with the assistance of the FDIC, and essentially JP Morgan taking the assets and the infrastructure of the bank, and yet the shareholders probably out of luck here, both the common and the preferred. There were 3.6 billion in preferred shares, which may not have any value going forward. Market as a whole has been mixed to higher, with the Dow up 105 points right now at 34,205. NASDAQ down 14 points at 12,212. 10-year note off 5/8 of a point with the yield at 3.52%. Gold down 450 at $1,995. I'm Steve Reuter at Merrill Lynch for KSRO.
Financial news at 12 and 42, mornings on KSRO. Now with a KSRO sports update, here's Larry Olson.
Game 7, Warriors and Kings. Steph Curry putting on a master class.
Curry the drive, layup off the glass is good. Curry, three-pointer, bang! Curry with Murray on him, three-pointer, puts it in! Oh, Steph Curry from way downtown!
A playoff career-high 50 points for Curry, complete with 7 three-pointers. Warriors run away with it, put down the Kings in Sacramento, 120-100. Curry's 50, an NBA record for most points in a Game 7 in NBA history. Fellow Splash brother Klay Thompson.
There's a reason he's a two-time MVP, a Finals MVP, is because he pushes us over the top in moments like this. When he's in the zone like that, you try to just get him in his spots, get him the ball, get out the way. Gosh, what an incredible performance. This is a Game 7 I'll forever remember as the Steph Curry game. And
so bring on LeBron James and the Lakers. First playoff meeting between the two teams since 1991. Game 1 tomorrow night in San Francisco. To baseball, Padres beat the Giants 6-4 for a 2-game sweep of Major League Baseball's first regular season series in Mexico City. Giants head to Houston for 7 of the Astros. It starts tonight. A's do a little walk it off.
And that's going to win it for the A's. Ruiz flips his bat as it drops into left center field.
Estuary Ruiz, the game winner. A's snap a 6-game losing streak. 5-4 win over the Reds. Life is uncertain. It's okay to feel stressed, anxious, worried, or frustrated. Gallup can help. Access Gallup's free and secure mental health resources today. Call 833-317-4673 or live chat at gallup.org. Larry Olson, sports at 13 and 43 past the hour. Mornings on KSRO.
It is 7:45 now at KSRO, and here is your traffic update with Paul Maxwell.
Thanks, Michelle. Slowdowns continuing from Monday morning, South 101 out of Sonoma County from the Marin County line to Olmpoly, and then from Roland down to North San Pedro. Highway 12 looking good for Santa Rosa and through the Sonoma Valley. Westbound lanes, though, a little slow out of Napa. Stretches of brake lights 29 to Napa Road. Westbound 37, very slow over the Mare Island Bridge, heavy to Cullinan Branch. Minor backups at 121 and Lakeville Road. And northbound 29, slow out of Vallejo from just after 37 in stretches up towards 221. 116, the Gravenstein Highway, the Lakeville Highway at the limit. Your next update at 7:55. Now with Sonoma County's most accurate, most dependable forecast, here's Daniel Trucios.
Thanks, Paul. But you have mostly sunny skies for your Monday at a high of 63, 54 along the coast. A bit of wind, up 20-mile-an-hour gusts inland, and double that along the shores. Mostly cloudy, with chance of showers for tonight, low 46 degrees. Could see some light rain or showers for tomorrow and Wednesday. Temperature will be in the 60s Thursday and Friday. More on the partly cloudy sky, but no rain expected for those days.
53 in Healdsburg, 51 in Petaluma, and 51 in Santa Rosa. KSRO News Time is 7:46.
Sonoma County's morning news is on first. First with news. First with weather and traffic. The first place for morning news. Starting at 6 a.m.
Sonoma County's FM News Talk, KSRO, at 103.5 in Santa Rosa and 96.9 in Petaluma.
Sonoma County's FM News Talk, KSRO.
This is George Adair with Cross Country Mortgage. If you're in the market to buy a home, this message is for you. My team and I are experts at providing hands-on assistance to getting your home financing done fast and with confidence. Folks, I've been helping people obtain the right financing for nearly 2 decades. This experience has helped hundreds of homeowners get through some challenging situations. Maybe you're a property investor, or how about a first-time home buyer? Divorces are very complicated, and you need my experience to understand what your mortgage options are. Inherited property or rent-to-own agreements are also my specialty. Financing a home is a huge transaction in your life. When combined with a challenging situation, you need the advice and confidence to do it right. If you're ready for a great lending experience, call 707-583-8100. That's 707-583-8100. Or visit georgeadair.com. That's georgeadair.com.
Cross Country Mortgage, NMLS 3029, and George Adair, NMLS 245370. www.nmlsconsumeraccess.org. Equal housing opportunity, subject to credit approval.
Get ready to soak up the sun and win big this May and June with Twin Pine Casino and Hotel's $100,000 spin to win giveaway. Play your favorite games using your Harvest Club card to earn entries. Then join us every Saturday from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. for your chance to spin the wheel. Spin the right amount to win $100,000 in cash. Start summer off right. Win big this May and June with Twin Pine Casino and Hotel's $100,000 spin to win giveaway. Only at Twin Pine Casino and Hotel. Must be 21 to play. Please gamble responsibly.
Are you the parent of a 2 to 7-year-old? Listen closely for an exciting free radio offer. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse, the Parents' Choice Award-winning online learning program that's actually changing the lives of early learners everywhere.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
Right now, we're offering a special radio promo to try it free for a month. But you have to go to abcmouse.com/radio to claim your free month. That's abcmouse.com/radio.
Sponsored by Age of Learning.
I'm Stephen Curry, Uncle Valu.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Dominguez.
I'm Ron Adams, and you're listening to KSRO, the North Bay headquarters of Dub Nation.
It is 7:49 at KSRO. Recapping the top local stories this morning, the Santa Rosa City Council is taking the first steps to establish a new taxing district in the downtown area. The city says the new district would use a portion of property taxes for infrastructure improvements.
Petaluma man's quick action helped save his neighbors from a house fire. He called 911 and helped the residents evacuate the building.
And the SMART train launches weekend evening service this week. The new late schedule will be on Friday and Saturday evenings. KSRO News Time is 7:50. President Biden and Republican legislators are at an impasse over the debt ceiling. Joining us on the KSRO Live line is ABC News political analyst Steve Roberts. Good morning, Steve.
much more than a bit of an impasse. So this is a major conversation. And like the debt ceiling is very important. People listening to us, their eyes glaze over. Haven't I heard about this before? Doesn't it always get settled? But the debt ceiling is actually quite important. This is the amount of money
Police reported ahead.
that the government is allowed to borrow by law to pay our bills. And our bills that have already been incurred. And if sometime this summer that debt ceiling is reached, it means the government can't pay its bills. It means its credit rating can be devalued. It means investors around the world can lose confidence in the solidity and reliability of the American economy. Stakes very high, you know. And both sides have dug in. House Republicans say we will only raise this if you all put billions and billions, 130 billion in 1 year out of the federal budget. And Joe Biden says, I will not negotiate, I will not even talk to you about cutting the budget until you first raise the debt. That's